This is what I'm trying to say. Quarantine gave us all a chance. Coronavirus gave us all a chance to be around your family because you had to be. The lockdown was a blessing in disguise. Niggas ain't take it like that because folk are too afraid to sit with themselves because you scared of what's gonna come up. What's them thoughts? Why you going out drinking every single night? Why you fucking every single night? Why you going to Domino's every damn day? Why you listen to a podcast as soon as you get in the shower? Why when you wake up, you look at your notifications? Why when you walk to the car, you gotta have some in your earbuds? I'm talking to myself too. Why you can't just be quiet? Because people are scared of the silence. Why? Because the silence is gonna show you who you are. That's why things like meditation is so important. Because we are purposely distracted all the time. Love and hip hop distract you. The Shade Room distracts you. Movies distract you. Some of them teach you things if you know how to watch movies. But most niggas don't. We ain't seeing through the messages they send you, right? Point being, we had a huge chance. We have a huge chance to rectify things with our family. Because that is who you're going to have to depend on to have your back. Your family. But when you mad because your mama was cheating on your daddy and you don't talk to the nigga no more, or you don't talk to her no more, now you assed out. But you can't really work through your shit with them till you work through your shit with you. That's why the quarantine was important. That was the blessing in all of this mess. God give you everything you need, bruh. It's herbs growing in hoods all across America that will stop diseases like hypertension, that will stop or reverse diabetes. This shit growing in the hood. This shit growing up in between cracks in the concrete. But we've lost our connection to the earth. We lost our connection to God, and it's always been something they had to put in between you and God. Always been something they had to put in between y'all. Because if you really knew how close you was to God, we wouldn't be in this situation that we in right now. So, I say that to say, because I realize I'm a little wordy sometimes. Healing is our number one hill we have to crawl over to prevail over what is to come. I ain't trying to make nobody scared. Shit already fucked up. You know what I'm saying? These are things we should have been done. But now we really have to do it. We really, really have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to really unite with like-minded people. Tribes. You have to really go back to your tribe and find your tribe. But you can't find your tribe because you don't know who you are. You scared to be yourself. I ain't just talking to you, I'm talking to me. Nigga was scared to be the real him. Cause I'm like, man, I don't know how folk gonna feel about that shit. I don't know how folk gonna take the real me. So you create this thing. You create this version of yourself to protect the real you, to shield yourself from your insecurities being probed at and poked at. Niggas can't take that shit. So you create a facade. Will Smith was talking about this. He was like, I created the entity of Will Smith, to protect me from Willard. Yeah. These famous folk, bruh, these people with a lot of followers and blue check marks and shit, this ain't the time to be following them niggas. This ain't the time to be following elected officials. Nigga, y'all the leaders now. Y'all the leaders now. What they say in the movie? I'm the captain now. Yeah. That shit dead. Hood Hiller told y'all niggas. Celebrity worship, that shit dead. Most of these people are put here to harm you. to harm you and to put you back to sleep. I let somebody in and they ain't say thank you. That shit really be bothering me sometimes, but it didn't bother me today. Because I've healed. It's a perpetual healing. You ain't never really done. You always are healing, because nigga, I done had 33 years of being indoctrinated with bullshit and negative self-talk. To flip the switch on a whim, that's not plausible. You don't get up to be 600 pounds and then get a six-pack 2 weeks later. It don't work like that. You gotta start by getting up, walking to the mailbox, walking back, you know what I'm saying? The kind of growth that's necessary for black people, for any people who are on a certain frequency to survive emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, will require a dissolving of the ego. Once again, I ain't trying to talk to you like I got this shit all figured out, because I just now got comfortable talking how I talk to people. I used to have to disguise everything else under the guise of being funny. You know what I'm saying? What a prison to build yourself in. You know, I still plan to do comedy. I still plan to do all that shit, because I feel like that's a calling just as much as this is. But we got to get our families right, and that involves forgiving yourself and forgiving other folk. And just to show you how dope God is, He gave us a chance a whole year for a lot of folk to move back home. Nigga, bro, I lost my job. Niggas got a chance to move back home with they folk and figure that shit out. You know? A lot of folk in abusive relationships who really was like, yo, I can't be stuck with Rico 24/7 because he knocking my head between the washer and the dryer every 15 minutes. I got to do something different. You know? I'm making light of it, but you get what I'm saying. So, this is what I mean by taking off the spiritual training wheels and really getting busy doing the real work, because it's a war going on, and the physical shit is minuscule. This is a spiritual fight. You know, look at the images they blast us with, and then look at how we repost the images and further confirm the shit. You're looking at witchcraft right now. This is mental warfare. Mental war every time you turn on the news. Cases are going up. Cases are going up. I ain't saying ain't no coronavirus. What I'm saying is the war, the real disease is the fear, my nigga. Wear your mask, wash your hands, eat the right food. But you can't do shit else about it. You can't do shit else about it. Quit indoctrinating yourselves with this fear. Quit speaking things over yourself. Niggas don't understand that words are spells. What do you do with words? You put them together to spell. Spell! The shit right there in your face. Once again, this is not for everybody. It ain't for everybody, but I would be disobedient if I ain't at least give my people the game plan. The game, you know, this is the game. The game is we gonna show you some fucked up shit and have you. You ever been doing yard work and you had some ants and you take the granules and you pour them on the ant bed? They take the food and they take it back to the nest, to the queen, and it distributes throughout the nest like that. And that's what we do sometimes. They give us this trauma porn. They showing the black woman getting hit in the face. They showing people getting shot on camera. They show Philando Castile bleeding out to create a sense of hopelessness. A sense of, oh no, what we gonna do? White folk can do anything they want to do. But because you have no idea of your power, you have no understanding of how, we have no understanding of how, about what happened at the Capitol. What we're doing all damn day is literally saying, white folk can do whatever they want. White folk can do whatever they want. White folk can do whatever they want. No, they can't. But you give them permission by saying that shit all day. The same way a motherfucker look in the mirror and say, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly. How attractive you think you're gonna be to other folk no matter how good you look? Man, I done talked to women who are ridiculously gorgeous, who couldn't see it in their own face. You know what I'm saying? Trying to contour and wig it away, and you want to make your nose this big and shit. Now you look silly. You look silly. And it's all because you don't see what other folks see, and we don't see our own power. We don't see it because it wasn't taught to us. We had it, and they switched it out and gave us some other shit. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, and it's no longer what it was supposed to be, so I will wrap it up in one sentence. And that sentence will be, words have power. Be careful with your words. When you use your words in a certain way, you are unknowingly participating in a ritual. This ritual is used to suck your power away. It's really as simple as that. I could have said all that shit for that last 30 seconds. That's what's going on. They use events that happen and sometimes even stage them to show you, to garner your participation. They did the shit with George Floyd, and you know, I never watched the full video because I don't believe in. I know what happened. I ain't gotta watch all 8 minutes and 46 seconds to know what happened. But what I understand is, and what we all have to do better at understanding, is going out in the streets, unifying, saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. You're casting a spell over yourself and your people. Stop it. It seemed like the right thing to do, but they playing on your emotions for their bigger game. You don't fight this shit outwardly, you fight this shit inwardly. My mentor told me this shit, and I thought the nigga was cooling for a second. I was like, brother, but we got to be out here, man. I didn't understand the spiritual aspect of it. All I saw was shit going down. I need to be out there and be a part of it. You be a part of it right here. That's why you have Love and Hip Hop. That's why you got Throat Baby. That's why you got the Shade Room. So you can't go right here. They don't want you right here. They want you out there throwing bricks through windows. If all the niggas who was out there protesting, if just half of them would have went and meditated on one thing, we want justice. And everybody just envision justice. That's what's dangerous. Not going out in the streets, putting yourself in harm's way. I know, from what I understand, the woman who got assaulted or whatever wasn't out there doing that. But ladies, especially y'all, man, get out the damn street. Get out of the street. Y'all supposed to be spiritual warriors. You got the magic. Everybody say black girl magic. You don't even know what that shit mean. You think black girl magic is, ooh, look at her hair. Ooh, my skin popping, black girl magic. Man, that shit ain't worth a hill of beans. This the black girl magic. Y'all, women, is y'all time, man. Don't get sucked up into what they tell you women empowerment is about. Popping your pussy is a very small part of empowerment. It's your pussy. You can do what you will with it. But what I'm letting you know is, in the grand scheme of things, that's a very small part of the pie. That's it. I love you. Sorry it took me so long to get to that shit. But we gonna get better.